everyone, I am Nymphish Kelly and this is my stylist Bobbi.
Stylist Bobbi on Instagram.
And today she is fucking up my hair, but doing it great. And I have no... Hey everyone. So I am about to leave the house to go get my hair done and I'm very nervous and I'm very excited. I don't know what color my hair is gonna be. I don't know if she's gonna make my hair yellow because I specifically told her I don't think I can pull off yellow. I don't know if we're gonna go a different shade of blue or purple because we've done those colors a lot. I'm trying to have no expectations because I don't want to have too high or too low. I have no idea what it's gonna look like. Bobbi is the entire mastermind around it.
We have some really cool plans coming, but first we gotta deal with the black hole roots here.
Yeah, this is
bye bye.
Random hair question.
Yeah.
So we have a surprise birthday party for my mom's 50th on Friday. So we're looking through a bunch of old photos. I was like very blonde up until I dyed my hair black. I went through that huge like emo phase of like cutting my hair with my own like leg razor and just box dye black. And it's just been growing back dark brown ever since.
Now, okay, here's the tricky thing with that.
Okay.
Your hair goes through life changes the same way as everything else. So a lot of times we start off blonde and then our hair color changes. If it doesn't change when we're like a baby or a toddler, a lot of times it will change later in life. There's a lot of debate, you know, like everything else. I've very, like from my behind the chair experience, have seen that people's hair changes every 7 to 13 years pretty consistently. Whether that's in color, texture, thickness, curl pattern, like anything. There's a wide variety of ways your hair can change. So I find that sometimes it's just when we do those things, like we dye our hair dark in high school, our hair was light before, but then we go through some pretty serious hormonal changes. Usually while we were going through the emo phase in the first place.
Puberty.
Exactly. And then your hair would have gone dark anyway. You know, you just would have noticed it a little bit more gradually had you not colored your hair, you know?
That makes sense. Yeah. Because I remember trying to get that box dye out and you can't.
No.
So at first I just thought it was the box dye. No.
And good rule, color doesn't lift color. Always gonna throw that in there. Yeah, that's usually what I find. It's the same thing with like toddlers when they have curly hair and their parents bring them in and they're like, okay, I want to cut his hair, but like don't cut his curls out. And like he's got like 6 inches of bone straight hair before those curls at the bottom, and you're like, I can't do anything about that. I know I didn't cut his hair wrong.
You could keep the curls if you don't want it cut.
Yeah, like they're just gonna stay until that hair sheds or breaks off or whatever. But like I'm gonna be 29 this year because I'm elderly, and I've noticed that my traditionally straight hair has started to get like ringlety type curls in high humidity and stuff like that. Like it's not all the time, but it is starting that change. So that's something that like I have to be aware of and in my routines and my care maintenance and all that good stuff.
Toner's the worst.
I know, I'm sorry.
Is there any reason why it's the worst, or is it just...
Honestly, it's just because you're putting chemical on your scalp, and your scalp has just had chemical on it. Like, it's not the toner is generally bad. Like, normally, if you haven't had anything on scalp lightener-wise, because you can use a toner on anything, right? So, for example, if your hair is, like, brown, and you feel like it goes, like, a weird, like, reddy color, you can use a toner to make it, like, a cool brown. Toners aren't just, like, for blondes.
Okay.
But when you've just processed it on an open, like over an open chemical, your skin's already a little bit angsty.
Okay. Angsty teen.
Yeah, so I've just made it like a bit extra angsty. Otherwise it just feels like a regular color, so there's like a little bit of a tingle. I find the Pulp Riot ones, so I'm using like a Pulp Riot Rapid Toner. I find the Rapid Toners have a little bit more of like a prickle to them because they are working faster, right? Like it's... Generally speaking, the longer it takes, the more gentle it is.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
In a really vague way. I know that Pulp Riot would probably kill me for explaining it that way, but for people who aren't hair professionals, that makes the most sense.
Yeah, because I know the color always feels like pretty much just like you slapped a conditioner on my
Yeah, because the actual like Pulp Riot colors are conditioning colors. So I am essentially just slapping conditioner on you. Pigmented, cool staining conditioner, but conditioner. You can shift some of this green out with some cool color magic here.
Ooh.
No promises. It's not the end of the world if you can't get it out anyway, because I was going to be working around it. But because we're just friends. This song has like the creepiest message behind it, and I just want to like smack the guy who wrote it, like so hard.
There's a lot of like...
It's like just those like subtle innuendos, because like she has clearly stated that you guys are just friends. Don't be so upset about that.
It's the whole like nice guy friend zone debacle. It's like you're not, if you have to tell someone, hey, I'm a nice guy, don't friend zone me, you're not a nice guy.
If you have to use the term friend zone, you've already gone too far, because that means you've already put somebody in a girlfriend zone.
Yeah.
I have no obligation to date you or be interested in you.
Right? And it's like, no, you can stop. Yeah, no nice person goes convincing people.
You don't have to convince people you're nice, you know? Like, I don't ever have to convince people I'm nice. I have to convince people I'm not scary. That happens more than I would like to admit.
Yeah, so I either have to convince people, like I typically have to convince people of my age, because
I can see that.
There's either like people have assumed that I'm like my late 30s, and I'm like, I just have big boobs. And then there's other people that think I'm like 12, and I'm like, no.
Yeah, see, and I'd be leaning more on the younger end of things. I feel like people would like automatically assume that you're younger. Not that that's like the worst way to go about things.
It's probably a bit to do with like if I did my makeup that day or how I've done my makeup that day. Cause like, if I put effort into it, I can contour very well. But I don't.
It's
at least anymore.
Now you're gonna have to prove it. You're gonna have to prove
Pretty
it.
much.
Pixar didn't happen. Like, no, I don't really want to sit to do this.
It's like when you're trying to get comfy in bed. I want to be on my left side, then you're on your left side. No, I want to be on my right. And then it's just awful.
I hate it. There's no way to be comfortable when you sleep. That's not a thing. I get so envious of my boyfriend because I feel like because guys are so flat.
Yeah.
They can just fucking lay down and go to sleep.
Right?
But like I've got like curves that need negotiating and they need to be comfortable in places. And it's never comfortable. And then like if you lay on your side, you gotta give your boob support. Otherwise it feels like it's stretching through the bed. And like, I hate it.
And you can't lay on your back because then your butt's just like, excuse me, you. And then the lower back is like, fuck my life, this hurts.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I am like a notoriously bad like stomach sleeper. Like I do really like enjoy sleeping on my stomach, but then my lower back is also like, no, this isn't acceptable.
Right? Lower back's never happy. If I try sleeping on my stomach, I just straight up suffocate. Cause it just squishes up and I'm
I was gonna say, I feel like, yeah, it would just be like too much volume that way.
way too much. And then I have one blanket that is specifically for scrunching up to help me get comfortable, like put a leg underneath it or shove
I have a
underneath
leg
my back.
pillow. I 100% have a leg pillow. I have to sleep with a pillow in between my legs, otherwise I will like murder somebody.
Right, it's just not comfortable having like legs I don't like it. It hurts my hips.
I was gonna say, I feel like because I don't have enough thigh, I feel like there isn't enough cushion, so my leg is almost like stretching too far down. Like, so I feel like my hips are just like, nope, we don't like this. Stop doing this to us.
I feel like I have to sleep in like a running man position.
Yeah.
Like, but then I need like my thigh to be like lifted up because it's just, how dare women have bums, hips, and boobs, like.
Yeah, like, what the hell?
Last night I fell asleep on my back and then I woke up and I was like, how did I do this? I want to go back to sleep. I'm holding my camera and my arms like quaking. Oh, I told her about the video of Caitlin was the one that cut my hair. And there's like, there were seconds of, I saw her on Snapchat, I mean, being like, Caitlin, do it, do it, do it. Caitlin's like, do it. And then she cut it and just screams and the video cuts out. Take the first snip.
I don't want to.
Go! Ah! Yeah, there was a couple of like actual like hairdressing channels that commented on it, like critiquing Caitlin's technique and telling her how she could have done it properly, because Caitlin was like, I've seen hairdressers do this. So I'm gonna do it too. Hairdressers tend to cut up into the hair, so I'm gonna do it too. Doing this because that's what all hairdressers do for some reason. So what they do in salons. And then there was a channel that like, an established channel that like shared it or something, and that video is still getting views and it's like 3 years old now.
Exactly twice a year, but
yeah, and I feel like when I feel like I need my hair redone is usually with the changing of the seasons too. But like with the blue and the purples, like the way they fade is just great.
Yeah, they do look really nice as they kind of fade and do their lifetime thing. I find that the reds for Bobbi have a really cool fade too.
Yeah, you ready?
Yeah, I think this is it. I'm gonna take off your tape first.
Okay.
So we can see it with you. You help with Dorothy. There you go.
Yeah. Oh, that's so cool! Oh my gosh!
I go through the process of showing you the underneath one because the underneath has like red and blue checkers down there, but it's so dark you're not being able to see it.
Oh, that's so pretty!
And then on the side it's like super noticeable.
Ooh! And the fruit by the foot.
You are a fruit by the foot.
And I love it! Oh, that's so pretty!
I told you you'd like it.
Yeah.
Something different.
How dare you be right, Caitlin? And your battery's basically dead. Of course it is.
Great! Wonderful timing.
Okay, here, I don't like you holding it now. It's making me feel awkward. So thank you for watching this video. Thank you, Bobbi, for doing my hair. I love it. Yay! Make sure to follow Bobbi on Instagram and Facebook. I will leave her links down below. Thank you, Caitlin, for doing that last little bit of filming. I appreciate it. Remember, you're adorable and to love yourself. Okay, bye.